What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday, and welcome to Brunch Break, episode 3. My name is Mrs. Love Chard, Bethany Steck-Janacek, and I am coming at you every Tuesday on the Love Chard page at 11 a.m. Central Time to share with you my journey, my weight loss journey, my lifestyle transformation, my tips, my tricks, and all kinds of fun stuff. So thanks for being here. I'm so glad that you're here. Please feel free to interact on this video if you have questions, if you have any comments, any hearts. I love seeing those hearts fly across the screen. And feel free to share this video as well. I know there are tons of people out there that could benefit from these videos, from my story, from my tools and information. And so if you are so inclined to share, I would love to do so. Or would love for you to do so. So, Friday, I celebrated my 4-year Nutritary anniversary. And it was 4 years ago on May 19th that I decided to make a lifestyle nutrition change. And I share this with you because I want to share how important it is to not give up on something and to show you that this lifestyle, this whole food plant-based lifestyle, is sustainable and it will last and it will stick if you make the decision to make a change, stay persistent, stay committed, and create consistency in your actions. It's not just about wanting to make the food, it's not about wanting to lose weight, it's about putting the things in place to actually do so. And I'm going to share with you today how I was able to eat as much food as I wanted and still drop a ton of weight. I lost over 80 pounds from transitioning from my old lifestyle to my now whole food plant-based lifestyle. I wasn't always this way. I wasn't always a vegetable lover. I wasn't always a health coach. I didn't come out of the womb as a mentor for whole food plant-based eating. I was overweight my entire life, from kindergarten until my early 20s. And when I first decided to make the decision to make a change, I had no idea what the hell I was doing, but I knew I wanted to make a change because I had been doing all of these things to try to better my lifestyle, and I thought that I was doing the right thing. So I would be portioning out my containers and essentially starving myself, like undercutting calories by a lot. I took weight loss pills at one point. There was a small portion there, I want to say, probably when I was in college and then right after, like late teens, early 20s. My husband's watching. I don't even know if he knows about that, but they were just these weight loss pills. I don't even know where I got them or what they were supposed to do or what the hell was in them, but I took those for a while. I starved myself for a while. I forced myself to throw up after I would eat something that I didn't want to eat or if I thought I ate too much. There was a point as well when we were living in Chicago at the time and I was working retail, and one of my coworkers got this product. I don't know what it was, but it was like you sprinkle it on your food and it makes you like less hungry. So I did that for a couple weeks. And guys, here's the thing, with all of these things that I was doing, all of these fad diets, the counting calories and all these things, like the main thing that was the same with all of them is that I was still always hungry. Like with all of them, I was still always hungry, I was still always overweight, and I would lose weight for a while and then I would just gain it all back because fad diets are not sustainable for long-term health. And you can only undercut calories for so long, like severely undercut calories for so long, or don't eat for so long before it has a major side effect for your health. And it's not necessarily a good thing when you're not filling your body up to satisfaction and getting the nutrients that you need. And another thing too, just because you are losing weight, I think this is really important, just because you're losing weight on the scale does not mean that what you're doing is healthy. There are so many people out there that are like, oh, I went to McDonald's and ate McDonald's every day for 3 months and I lost, 20 pounds. Okay, if you eat McDonald's for the rest of your life, it's gonna be bad. Don't do that. So my point is that just because the scale moves doesn't necessarily mean that it is good for your overall health. Now that is an indicator if you are doing all the right things and you do have excess weight to lose, you will lose it. But what I'm saying is that it's an overall health perspective. It's not just the weight on the scale. It's how you feel. It's about your energy. It's about the inside of your arteries, right? The scale can't read that. So keep those things in mind too when you are wanting to make this lifestyle change and figuring out which way is the which route that you're going to take. You're going to try another fad diet, or you're going to look into, surgery, or you're going to look into weight loss pills, or whatever it is. Please consider the whole food plant-based lifestyle, because I'm never hungry on this lifestyle ever. I never was hungry. So I want to share with you what I ate on this lifestyle. So how could I eat as much food as I wanted and still drop a ton of weight? Because this goes against all of the diets that are out there, right? It's like portioning stuff out, counting your calories, like portion control. Here's the trash guy again. He comes every time I get on Brunch Break, and he's really loud. So sorry about that. What was I saying? Lost my train of thought. So how could I, eat a ton of food and still lose weight? Because when I was fad dieting, what was in my mind is I have to eat less. Why am I eating so much? I shouldn't be eating this big plate of food, right? That was the mindset for like 15, 20 years, and I know a lot of people still have it. They have a fear of enjoying food. They have a fear of filling up because they feel like they shouldn't be eating that much food. But the thing with the whole food plant-based lifestyle is that you can eat a shit ton of food and just fill up to satisfaction. Now, I'm not encouraging overeating or recreational eating, but you can fill up to satisfaction at every meal and not feel like you're starving and going hungry. So how did I do this? I basically ate a ton of plants. When you're eating whole plant-based foods, you can fill up to satisfaction. They are micronutrient dense. They have tons of nutrients, antioxidants, great things for your body per calorie versus the standard American diet food of dairy, ice cream, butter, animal products, fast food, refined grains, pastries, all that stuff. They have a lot of calories, and they don't have a lot of really great things for you to back up the calories. So what did I eat? I have a cheat sheet here for you, and I will give you the link so that you can grab yours. If you head to lovechard.com/cheat sheet, I will send this straight to your inbox. It's just a one-page printout, and what's really great is that it gives kind of an overview look of how I interpret the whole food plant-based lifestyle. And it's focusing on foods that you can have, not what you can't have. At the beginning of my transformation, I didn't know what to eat. I didn't know what to do. I didn't even know that this lifestyle existed, but I knew I wanted to make a change. And so I was just going to figure out how to do it. And then I thankfully found this lifestyle. But I didn't know what to do at first. And even when I discovered the whole food plant-based lifestyle, I was like, okay, so eat plants, but like how? Like how do you... What do you eat? Is it just like celery and broccoli still? I can just have as much celery and broccoli as I want. And no, this isn't just celery and broccoli. Of course, I do eat that as well, but it's any whole plant-based food. So if it grows out of the ground, pretty much I eat it. So that's fair game. So no, this isn't just celery and broccoli. And I have on this cheat sheet, I kind of break down how, overall what it looks like. Not only the types of food that you can eat, but what you can make with them as well. I hear, all the time, oh, I can't give up, pizza. I can't give up tacos or nachos. I can't give up ice cream and all this stuff. And the great thing about the whole food plant-based lifestyle is that you can make all of those things with plants. And you don't have to have the negative side effects from meat and dairy and refined sugar and a ton of oil and lard and all that crap that makes us feel like crap. So with this cheat sheet, it's really great to, I have this printed out and like on my fridge, because sometimes even me 4 years later, I like to see that overview of what I can all have, because this lifestyle is of abundance. It's not of deprivation. It's not of restriction. And if you feel that, while you're living this lifestyle, then we have to make a change. You have to switch something up. You have to try new recipes. You have to reach out and get, support, right? So this lifestyle is of abundance, and with this cheat sheet, I show you what you can all eat on this lifestyle. And if you get bored, then you have a good reference point and look and say, oh great, I'm gonna make a pasta salad, some muffins, and some loaded nachos today, and kind of get some inspiration. So this cheat sheet is not a list of everything that you can eat, but it's a really, really good overview. So if you are new to the whole food plant-based lifestyle, or thinking about, diving in, or just playing around a bit, this would be a really, really great sheet for you. Again, lovechard.com/ I really don't know if it's a backslash or a forward slash, but lovechard.com/cheat sheet. I'll put the link down below, and I will send this right to your inbox. It's a one-page helpful printout. And also, too, if you're not a beginner, if you have been living this lifestyle, it's just a really good reminder to have. Like I said, I have one on my fridge, and it's really good for those days that I'm like, oh, I have nothing to eat. There's nothing in the fridge. There's nothing in the cupboards. Like, I better go, get some convenient vegan junk food. No, Mrs. Lovechard, there's plenty to eat. Just reference your cheat sheet. So head to lovechard.com/cheat sheet and grab yours, and I will see you next week for Brunch Break, Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Central Time. Next week, I'm going to be talking about how I eat when I'm traveling, on the road, and at other people's houses. We're going to be at my parents' farm in Nebraska for, I think, 8 days or 7 days. And so I will show you guys and share with you how I do this, how I eat outside of my kitchen, and how I've worked through those struggles over the last 4 years as well. So feel free to like, love, comment, share this video with others, and grab your cheat sheet at lovechard.com/cheat sheet. And I will see you next week. Bye, guys.